to the video, and in this video we're going to discuss one of the most important flow, which is SharedFlow. It's a hot flow. Let's get started with our video and try to understand all of the core concept with practical example, because if you see the practical example it will be very easy for you to digest the concept. So let's get started. Here at the bottom I'm going to create a variable naming SharedFlow, initialize this thing with mutable SharedFlow. Make sure to import it. Type of this SharedFlow is integer, and in this constructor it doesn't require any initial value. Just create a main function. Return type is unit. I'm gonna use here run blocking to launch a new coroutine. In this we're gonna use a repeat function to repeat a loop, produce a delay of 500 millisecond, and just after that I'm gonna start emptying values to my SharedFlow. Launch a new coroutine, and in this I'm gonna drag and drop my repeat loop. Just below to it I'm gonna launch a new coroutine and attach collector on my SharedFlow like this. Okay, when you execute it, you will receive all of the things like first subscriber receives 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 9. Cool. So it's very simple, right? Now I want to attach a new collector. So it contains the property of hot flow because it's a hot flow. Just below to it I'm gonna introduce delay of 2 seconds and launch a new coroutine, SharedFlow, collect, print ln, this is second subscriber, and at the end I'm gonna print its value. So make sure I have introduced here 2 second delay. That means this collector receives few more values compared to the second one. Okay, let me just execute it. So first subscriber receives 0, 1, 2, 3, and after that second subscriber receive the value 3, because up to 2 we have introduced a delay. So this delay taking action not to execute our program up to this place. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a very simple one, right? Now if you notice, it doesn't emit the latest value to our second subscriber. This is a main difference between StateFlow and SharedFlow. SharedFlow does not emit the latest value to the new collector. If you want to do, you have to configure it. So let's see how we can configure the latest emission to our new collector. So to do that, in its constructor we have a parameter naming replay, and in this replay if you pass 3, so the new collector receive the latest 3 emissions when you attach it. Okay, so let me just execute it and you can see the difference over here. 0, 1, 2, 3. After 2, so it has already been emitted 3 values, right? When we reach to our second collector, because this time replace 3, it receive all of the information. Now if I use here 2, it receive 1 and 2. Let me just execute it. See, 1 and 2, because 1, 2 are the latest 2 values. So this is the way of using replay. Replay is used to configure the latest emission that you want to provide to your new collector. As we have already discussed, SharedFlow is a hot flow. That means it is totally independent from collectors. It start emptying values even if no one is listening. SharedFlow acts as a broadcaster who broadcasts the value and collector can collect it. So it is totally affiliated publisher subscriber model. Next we want to discuss how to manage overflows, or you can say buffer overflows. In our mutable SharedFlow we have 2 more parameters like extra buffer capacity and on buffer overflow. So let's use extra buffer capacity and use 1 in here. And on buffer overflow is buffer overflow. We have 3 strategies like drop oldest, drop latest, and suspend. So first let's begin our journey with suspend. In this main I want to launch a new coroutine and attach collector on our SharedFlow. Use here print ln just to print the values. It says first collector and print the values. Before that I want to introduce a delay of 500 millisecond. I want to tell you why I am putting here delay. Just be with me. Next I'm gonna launch one more coroutine, and in this coroutine repeat a loop of 10 times. Use here print ln which says emitting values, and the value is it. Just after that use SharedFlow, emit the values. So it's a very simple function, right? First I have attached collector, and next I'm executing a loop and emit the values. Let's discuss these two, replay and extra buffer capacity. So replay is 3, extra buffer capacity is 4. That means our buffer is built of 4 items. We have 4 item buffer. In our main function, we are emitting values very fastly and consuming it or collecting it very slowly. We have here delay of 500 milliseconds. So it emits value very fast, but we can consume it very slow. Now in this case, what will happen? Our buffer got full every time. And when you execute it, you will see. So it emits 5 value, and after that we'll receive the first emission, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, and this is our last emission that we collect over here. So what is the strategy of suspend means? Suspend means if our buffer got full, you can suspend the execution and emit these values to the collector, and once it is collected by the collector, then only you can upstream the downstream value and put it on the buffer. This is what happens under the hood when you are using suspend strategy to manage your buffer overflow. Now what will happen if I use here drop oldest? When you execute it, simply drop the oldest values. We are getting here 6, 7, 8, 9 because our buffer size is 4. We have replaced 3 extra buffer capacity 1. That means buffer size is 4. It can hold up to the 4 item. And we have said drop the oldest. That means it emits these values. These values go to the buffer 0, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 values, and when 4 comes, it simply drop the 0 and put this 4 in our buffer. Similarly goes the cycle up to this point. So 6, 7, 8, 9 stored in the buffer. We have 4 items within our buffer, and it can simply emit it, collector can collect it. So this is a drop oldest strategy. With drop latest, what will happen? Just execute this function and see what happens. So this time I'm saying that drop the latest. That means we have these 4 items initially in my buffer, and when new value comes, you can simply drop it. So we have these 4 values. So this is how you can manage your buffer overflow with the help of buffer overflow strategies. Like we have 3: suspend, drop latest, and drop oldest. You can also increase the buffer size by using here 2, 3, whatever you want. Let's say use here 2. You can see the difference. Now we have 5 emissions: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. So you can play with it. Alright, so that's it for this video. These are the very crucial point of SharedFlow that we have just been discussed in this video. I hope you liked it. If you do so, subscribe my channel, or also write your precious comment. And if you want to give me any kind of suggestion, you can do it very easily. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.